Hi guys, welcome to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Please, if you are new to this channel, please push that subscribe button. We do everything City, past and present here on these little vlogs, so I do try and inform and entertain, and there's some links on screen as well for Facebook and Twitter where I do post loads of City stuff. So if you follow a friend me on there, I do check every few days and follow and friend everyone back. And if you do get a chance, please have a check out my film and TV channel as well, which I try and inform and entertain on there, and all the latest films and TV drama here in the UK and from around the world. So if you can check that out, that will be fantastic. Anyway, hope you enjoy today's feature. Today on our History Boys feature, we're going back to the 6th of April 2016. There you go. So not as far back as sometimes we go on these little vlogs, as obviously we're currently in 2021 as we're recording this. But yeah, 5 years, it flies by. It only seems like yesterday, of course. Pellegrini was in charge at the Etihad. I think it was called the Etihad then, was it? Or the City of Manchester Stadium? I can't remember which now. We lose track, don't we? And yeah, the Champions League was interesting. I mean, we'd reached the quarter-final stage, which was quite an achievement in itself. And although we're not having the best of seasons in the league, we're sort of hanging in there in 4th place, but not the most fantastic seasons. The leaders at the time, would they hang out? Would they keep it up with about 6 or 7 games? There wasn't that many games left, about 7 or 8 games left, I think. At Leicester City, yes, Leicester City were leading the title charge. But we had hopes, didn't we? I don't think I did. I don't think I ever hoped that I thought we could win the Champions League until a bit later, a later season. But obviously in 2016, there was hopes that perhaps we'd get through this quarter-final, get a good draw in the semi. Who knows? Who knows? We could have made our first Champions League final. But as I said, we weren't exactly setting the league alight ourselves. So, for the quarter-final, it was off to Paris, of course, to play the first leg of the quarter-final against Laurent Blanc's PSG, that ex-United player, yes, Laurent Blanc. City were backed by about 2,400 City fans on the night in the Parc des Princes, or Parc des Princes, whatever way they pronounce it, in a crowd of 47,228. PSG, well, they had the likes of Thiago Silva, David Luiz, yes, he was just as bad then as he was now. In defence, obviously they had those two guys, but up front, that's where they looked the most menacing, wasn't it? They had obviously Di Maria up front, of course, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and of course Edison Cavani. Yeah. All. I wonder where they ended up towards the end of their careers. City starting lineup in our snazzy. Yes, that's all we can call it. Really, was it a snazzy yellow with a black trim kit? Of course, I never owned one of them. I didn't buy any replica kits that season. I was a bit short on money that season. Our little snazzy lineup was Hart, Clichy, Mangala. Lots of mates. I'm sorry, my apologies. Mangala, I'll try not to laugh and choke. Otamendi, Sagna, Fernando, Silva, KDB, Navas, and Aguero. So quite an interesting team. On the face of it, not the most inspiring. Yaya Toure wasn't available. I don't think Raheem Sterling was available for that game. England's, of course, we were England's remaining Champions League contenders. Everyone else had been knocked out, so we were flying the flag for England. So we did all right, didn't we? We got a creditable 2-2 draw, and of course 2 away goals as I'm recording this, so they don't count anymore. But yeah, at the time, 2 away goals was wonderful, and obviously we did certainly ride our luck that night. So I'm just going to go over to Sky Sports for some extracts and my little comments as well on the match report of that night. Just I've had a quick look back at certain highlights of the game. They're on YouTube. Please have a look. Certainly a couple of these things are quite funny. If you've not looked for a while, it just reminded me, made me smile, a couple of these things that happened. Of course, we could have been handed a numerical advantage, say Sky Sports, early on when David Luiz brought down Sergio Aguero, seemingly as the last defender. But the referee, not the greatest, bottled it. Yeah, Serbian referee Milorad Mazic gave Luiz a yellow card despite the Argentine looking to run through on goal. But the booking confirms Luiz will miss the second leg in Manchester. But I was never ever sure that was a good thing or a bad thing. I thought it was, even to this day, as and when he's in his latter years, of course. Referee Mazic, of course, made no hesitation in awarding PSG a penalty on 13 minutes after Luiz was tripped in the box by, of course, Sanya. But Hart spared the defender's blushes by saving superbly down to his right from, of course, Zlatan at the time. Bit soft. I mean, it was a bit soft penalty, but I think it was. I think the referee was totting up because I think a clumsy challenge by Mangala a little bit earlier should have also perhaps looked at being a possible penalty. It was a bit iffy, to say the least, but that was on Matuidi. But the ref let that pass, and I think he was probably doing a totting up thing here. And obviously with this latest one, I think he gave it PSG. But as I said, fortunately, Hart was there to save our blushes. And he, as he did in many European games, Hart had a good game. Hart then stopped an unmarked Ibrahimovic header before David Silva glanced a header of his own wide from a Jesus Navas inch-perfect cross. Now, that's something I never used to say often, or would imagine I say often. Quite rare, but he did start very well, but I think he faded out a little bit. The Sweden international, Zlatan, had another fine opportunity to put the hosts ahead, says Sky Sports, but blazed over with just Hart to beat from 18 yards after Thiago Motta's defence-splitting through ball. Ibrahimovic was excellent as far as assists, not so great with taking chances, I don't think, in that game. City broke the deadlock on 38 minutes after a fine counter-attack. Yes, we did take the lead. Fernandinho finding De Bruyne on the right for the Belgian to drill the ball past Kevin Trapp, says Sky Sports, from 12 yards out. Yeah, I think Trapp could have done better, but he didn't keep his trap shut, did he? That was a problem. Went sort of straight through him. But yes, the joy, says Sky Sports, of a valuable away goal soon disappeared as City gifted PSG a way back into the tie 3 minutes later. I mean, this is one of the things that you want to watch, and it just reminded me of how dodgy our defence was at times, and it never really improved that much, have we? Up and down, but there you go. Upon receiving Hart's goal kick just outside the area, Fernando, turned towards Ibrahimovic before seeing his pass deflect off the Swede and into the empty net. You'd have to watch it again. Just remind yourself. I sort of remembered it, but it was just to watch it again was comical. It was just typical City. Of course, England's Joe Hart had no chance with that. Please rewatch it if you get a chance. Then PSG could have been ahead going into the break, but Blaise Matuidi's centre for the unmarked Edison Cavani was overhit as City survived. I think he was free there for a header, but just too high. PSG took the lead for the first time in the game just before the hour mark after Hart parried Cavani's header from an Angel Di Maria corner into the path of Rabiot, who converted with ease from close range. A bit of a tap-in that was. Ibrahimovic's header from 10 yards floated onto the bar 5 minutes later as the hosts piled forward in search for 2-goal cushion. They certainly did. But the tie took another sharp twist as City equalised with 18 minutes remaining through Fernandinho, whose low effort on the rebound from 8 yards deflected off the back of Silva's legs and fortuitously slipped in the bottom corner. I mean, if you've watched that, it was like a side spin at snooker. The shot certainly wasn't going in, and it sort of obviously hit the legs and just sort of spun and revolved into the nestled into that. We got a bit lucky. I think we're a little bit rode our luck and got our luck that night. So not the most fluent of performances. A lot of defensive frailties. Obviously, there's no foregone conclusion that we'd obviously at 2-2 that we were going to go through in the home leg, but. Of course, those defensive frailties did almost cost us dearly. But we were happy to get away with a 2-2. I think some of the main stats from the game. I mean, possession 67% for PSG. Shots, PSG had 16 to our 11. They had 5 on target to our 3. And passes, double passed us. 733 by PSG and just 352 by City. So, I think I commend a very creditable 2-2 draw, but it could have been a lot worse than that. And I'll just go over to the Daily Mirror. Not that I particularly want to go over to the Daily Mirror that much, but some player ratings on the night as well, and some comments. Hart got an 8 out of 10, probably justified. A brilliant penalty save. He defied Zlatan and kept City in with a shout. He certainly did. Sanya got a 6 from the mirror, conceded a penalty after sloppy defending, which is most out of character. Yeah, we had his moments. Otamendi got a 5 out of 10. An unconvincing performance. He was caught horribly in possession. He didn't do too good, did he? Mangala, his partner, 5. I'm surprised we got away with a 2-2 draw, to be honest with you. Lucky not to concede a penalty when PSG was screaming for a push on Matuidi yesterday, but the ref did make up for that, didn't he? Clichy, 5. Caught out of position, bombing forward when he should stay at home. Well, obviously, he must have thought he was playing for Pep or something like that. Fernandinho, though, he got a 7. Yeah, he got a 7 out of 10. So at last, we broke the miserable scores. That was a good display. Solid defensively and scored City second. He certainly did with a bit of help. Fernando, 4 out of 10. From the Daily Mirror. Crazy moment of madness to gift Ibrahimovic an equaliser. Unforgivable error. It flipping was, yeah. Silva, yeah, only a 5. Silva glanced ahead away from a great chance below par season by his standards. De Bruyne got a 7, though. He got 7 out of 10. What a difference his return has made. Superb finish and good all-round quality. Navas got a 6, which was okay. One outstanding cross for Silva, it was, but does not offer enough to be in this team. I think someone listened to you, mate. And finally, we go on to Aguero. He got a 7 out of 10. Given very little service, but still worked so hard, making countless runs. Sounds like other players we've got now. So there you go. As we say, a 1-0 home win in the second leg. I think KDB got that for us, I think, from memory. Took us, of course, into a semi-final. We're certainly not going to talk about that today. Perhaps another History Boys feature. PSG, well, they went on to win everything. They won, apart from the Champions League, which they didn't win, they won all the French domestic cups and titles that were on offer. I think there's 4, isn't there? I think they have 4, I think. So obviously that was good for them after the disappointment of the quarter-final. And of course our disappointment of a semi-final defeat followed against, of course, the mighty Real Madrid, where many of us thought we could have done a little bit better, certainly in that second leg. But there you go. But we did scrape back into the Champions League. We maintained our 4th position in the table and scraped back into that. And of course, we had a trophy in the cabinet, didn't we? We already had one in the cabinet. Yeah, I think it's something called the Capital One Cup. I think it's called something else now, but at least we had that already in the trophy cabinet. So it wasn't a total disaster of a season. But Champions League would have to wait another day, and another day, and another day. Anyway. Thanks for joining me. We're going to do the rest of the day. Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. To meet here again on the Citizen channel. Perhaps have a flick across, please. Have a look at my film and TV channel if you get a chance. I'll try and inform and entertain on there as well. But wherever it is, there or here, it doesn't matter. All I ever ask is you, please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.